Okay. Okay. Kim Willis again. Another great topic coming up. Another great topic coming up. What is the topic? How to lose. Yeah, right. Not how to lose. How to use a lead magnet to laser target people who have the money to buy your product. I like this topic. I like the topic, number one, because it's important. It's a topic that can make you some pretty good money. I like it even more at the moment because I'm right in the middle of creating these lead magnets. Yeah, I am. And it's a fascinating process. It's a fascinating process. So I've got a couple of good things to share with you on this topic. How to use the lead magnet to laser target people who have the money to buy your product. Okay. Now, not sure what's going on here. Normally I get a bunch of people jumping onto the call. Maybe it's a Christmas thing, or maybe you don't understand what lead magnets are. Goodness, you should understand what a lead magnet is and how powerful they are. But look, I'll continue anyway because I'll end up loading this to YouTube, so it doesn't matter to me. I will continue anyway. Lead magnets. What is a lead magnet? First up, a lead magnet could be anything. It could be a free video. It's a piece of information packaged in the right way. So what's a lead magnet? Well, as I say, it could be anything. It could be a video. It could be an audio. It could be a cheat sheet, free report, an ebook in the form of a PDF. PDF is a good way of doing it. That way people can't, well, it's more difficult for them to steal your content. An ebook is more challenging because it takes a lot more time. But you know, a cheat sheet, that could be one page. And what's the cheat sheet going to be about? Well, it's going to be about a problem that your target audience experiences and how it could be solved without going into a massive amount of detail. 5 ways to blah, 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 overcome this problem. 5 ways, 3 ways, 7 ways, the 7-step method to whatever the problem is, okay? So you can use this for any niche, anything, health, fitness, relationships, marketing, small business marketing, affiliate marketing, you know, whatever your niche is, you can help people with the right sort of a cheat sheet. So you just come up with a headline. But as I said on the previous call that I did, there's no point creating a cheat sheet if the only people who are going to request it are people who are basically broke, you know. They're people who cannot buy. They cannot do business with you. People who are not intensely interested in the topic. People who do not have the pain. They're curious more than anything. You don't want those people. And above all, you do not want people who cannot afford you. They do not have the financial capacity. All right. Yeah. So what do we do? What do we do? Well, once you've identified the problem that you're going to solve for people, you need to list out a number of solutions. Like I said, it may be 5, it may be 3, it could be 7. Uneven numbers seems to work well. But before you start typing those solutions to the problem, before you type them up, First of all, you want to identify the problem and remind people of the pain. So your cheat sheet would talk about the issues and talk about the consequences of not solving this problem in a timely manner. Okay, so that will help to optimize and maximize the motivation of people to reach out and ask for help. Okay, so you do that first part. So that's the pain stage. So we have relax, disturb, relieve, close, which is a classic sales pattern. All right, so well, presumably they're relaxed when they get your cheat sheet and they start reading it. But the disturb is the important step. So you want them to you want to remind them of their pain. Okay, so you'd have a little section on that. And then the next stage is relieve. You've got to give people some relief, and the relief is about your solutions. So what are the solutions associated with your your strategy or your product or whatever? How are you going to solve this problem? You've identified the problem. You reminded people of their pain and their discomfort. You really like putting a finger into the small of someone's back when you know they've got a little bit of pain there, and just pressing and pressing and pressing. That's the metaphor I could use. Okay, so you do that, and then you offer the solution. And I think that something like 5 steps, 5 ways to solve this problem. Now, after you've done that, okay, flesh it out, make it read well, correct your spelling mistakes and your grammatical errors, punctuation errors. It is important. I know some people say it's not, but I think they're wrong, dead wrong, because it's bad spelling is annoying. Bad grammar is worse than annoying. It makes it harder to read. Okay, so the reason why we want to fix up our grammar is so that it becomes easier to read. It translates into a better experience for the reader. So you've got to cut down on your long paragraphs, long sentences. Cut them in half. Cut them into 3 pieces. You know, if you've got a long sentence that's got, I don't know, 20 words in it or something like that, why not cut it in 2 and make it 2 sentences? All right, and it's been proven by researchers that content that is comprised of short sentences will be read by more people than content that's got a lot of long sentences and blocky paragraphs in it, and significantly more people. If you want to take a leaf out of someone's book, literally, go and read an Ernest Hemingway book. Now, he was a best-selling author. I don't know if he won any literary awards, but my goodness, he had a huge following. Even my mum used to read him. Ernest Hemingway. In fact, there's a piece of software that's been created. You've got to pay for it. It's about $20. And it's called Hemingway. And what it will do is it will help to discipline you into cutting up, breaking down your overly long sentences and paragraphs, particularly sentences. Okay, it's called Hemingway. All right, so you've got to be ruthless about this. Same with emails. When I send out email, my sentences are always short. And if I think a sentence is overly long, okay, I'll go back and I'll cut it in 2. Sometimes I cut them into 3. Okay, so I know this works because my open rates are higher than average. And one of the reasons why my open rates are higher than average is because people know that they get a certain type of email from me that they like. Okay, so the same thing with creating any type of content, but we're talking about cheat sheets, lead magnets. Yeah, same rules apply. Same rules apply. I think there's some kind of technical glitch here because there's no valid reason as to why people are not on this call. I always have people on the call, so doesn't matter. I'm not going to waste the time. The recording will be available, and people can get the goodness when that happens. Okay, so the cheat sheet, yeah, that's it. Now, how do we use the cheat sheet to attract better quality people who've got more money? Well, what I should do is preface it with this reality. If you've got a bunch of broke people in your audience, it doesn't matter what you do with the cheat sheet. It's still not going to make money from you. You're going to generate leads with it. The right cheat sheet will always generate leads. Got no worries about that. But that's not the big issue. The big issue is, are they the right leads? The right leads. People who have a problem that you can solve and are people who can afford to pay for it. Okay? The right leads from the right people. So creating a headline for the cheat sheet, the right type of headline, is important, but it'll be falling on deaf ears if you don't have the right people in your tribe, in your warm audience. That's a fact, Jack. That is a fact. So we got to solve that problem. That's a core problem. That's a strategic issue. So that's about fishing in the right ponds. It's about accumulating contacts, friends, etc., who are better quality people. And you don't necessarily have to pitch and hustle them. Just let your cheat sheet do the work for you. Because once you've got the cheat sheet completed and you've converted it into a PDF, then you can promote it in groups, including your own, on your personal profile, on a business page, and elsewhere. If you've got a following on Twitter, do it there as well, or Instagram, whatever. Okay, but you've got to have the right people following you. That's fundamental, foundational. So we need to do that. But assuming you've got some good people within your audience, okay, then the cheat sheet topic becomes imperative. So I'm not going to give you ideas for perhaps your niche. I'm just going to give you some ideas for my niche, okay? And you just take on board what I'm saying, and if you're not in my niche, no problem. Just adapt the idea. So I'm going to need my glasses again, and I'm just going to give you an idea of some of the topics that I'm working on. And these are the headlines. Okay, so, all right. One is, okay, 9 suicide words that will kill your ads. Okay, that's a topic. In fact, I've already written that one. 9 suicide words that will kill your ads. How will that flush out people that can afford to buy you? Well, the thinking there is that if they see that kill your ads, it suggests that they're already spending money on advertising. Okay? 9 suicide words that will kill your ads. You're wanting the people who are already spending, they already have a budget. Okay. Here's another one. Okay, if I was promoting to businesses that have, I'm looking for businesses more than just a one-man kind of an operation. They've got some infrastructure there. I might create a lead sheet that would look something like this or sound something like this. 4 lead tracking tools that will boost your sales team's results. Okay, so if I was targeting businesses that are doing, you know, at least $1 million or $2 million or $5 million a year, I'm going to maybe fashion a headline that will target businesses that already have a sales team in place. If they already got a sales team, suggests that they have the revenue and the turnover to be able to afford little old me. Here's another one. This is designed to flush out people that are spending money on Facebook ads. 6 little known Facebook ad policy mistakes that can get your account shut down in an instant. Right? 6 little known Facebook ad policy mistakes. See? Now, who's going to be interested in that? People are already spending money on Facebook. They already have a budget. So presumably they're not broke. Here's another one targeted at people who are using Facebook ads. Now, my service or my product may not have anything to do with Facebook ads. It could be to do with tribe building, using organic methods or whatever. But at least if I can flush out, identify people who are already spending money, I can then show them a better way of maybe building an audience, or another way to build audience, okay? So here's another 5 simple tweaks that can double your Facebook ads conversions. 5 simple tweaks that can double your Facebook ad conversions. How about that? Okay, what else have we got? Here's another one. This one doesn't talk about advertising, but it says this: 5 ways to scale your business from 6 to 7 figures. So this one is targeted at people who are already making 6-figure money, who want to move up to 7. And maybe, you know, you've got a product or a service that can help people do that. Even if it's not yours, you're promoting someone else's. Here's another one. This one is designed to, it doesn't talk about money or suggest money, but it suggests a degree of sophistication. 5-step funnel optimization checklist. All right. So someone who's already into funnels. All right. Maybe they've got ClickFunnels. In fact, a version of that could be about ClickFunnels. Now, if somebody already has ClickFunnels, that means they're spending at the minimum $97 a month, and they could be spending as much as $297 a month, because that's their 2 packages, 97 and 297, right? So I could flush out people who at least they're spending $97 a month. And not only that, they're at my level of thinking. They're at they have a certain level of sophistication about them. Okay? They're not complete newbies who know nothing. Oh, what's this all about? I don't know anything about marketing. Okay. Here's another one. The truth about running ads if you're a network marketer. Okay, so we've got a network marketer that's been thinking about making ads. Well, presumably they've already got a budget in place, because why would they be thinking about running ads if they don't have a budget, right? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who have a budget. And then a version or a variation of that is the truth about running ads if you're a coach or consultant. All right, so, you know, whatever it is, whether you're, as I said before, if you're a B2B marketer, if you're targeting affiliate marketers, if you're you know, you're selling software, you're selling weight loss solutions, fitness solutions, relationship solving, you know, packages or whatever, I am sure that you can create a lead magnet that shows people how to solve these problems in a conceptual way. It shows them how without going, by the way, this is really important. Your cheat sheet shouldn't go into a huge amount of detail. You talk about more about what they need to do without going into the minutiae of how to do it, okay? So you cover the broad techniques and methods, all right? So it's the what more than it is the detailed how, okay? Important point. All right, so I've given you these ideas here, and I look forward to getting some feedback when people watch the replay. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.